What's going on, guys? It's me again. I got a new video for you, and this time it's Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops, which I'm pretty sure many of you are familiar with. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what I've experienced with this game, and although most of it was pleasurable, there was a lot of frustration mixed in with it too. So I'm gonna be straightforward. There is a lot of anger, jarring bullshit that happens in this game that can get really, really annoying, and so I want to cover some of those things. And for the most part, the campaign, from what I've experienced, was absolutely incredible for what it was. I mean, I can't even explain to you like how immersive it was, and the idea that they used real life mocap actors, and they used mocap and like this super intensity reality like motion capture crap to make like it look as real as possible. It was actually like really, really well made. The campaign was awesome, and the fact that it ties in a little bit with World at War, if you've played that, then I'm pretty sure you're gonna be really thrilled with this game because it really mixes in well, and it was an awesome game. The campaign was absolutely phenomenal, and so the online. Haven't played much of zombies, so I'll cover that at another point. I only played zombies, which was at the end of the credits. You play as JFK, which is kind of like, it's not a spoiler, I'm not spoiling anything, you just play as JFK, which is pretty cool, and Castro and some other guys if you're playing online with a couple of friends on that Pentagon mission or whatever. But anyway, so talking a little bit about the online now. Right now we got host migration, but anyway, like I've been using the mostly assault rifles from now, but like this is the first time I kind of started getting my hands on the AK-74, and it performs amazingly. Like I put a grip on it. Apparently he doesn't have the grip right now. I don't understand what that is. I normally have the grip, and I use sleight of hand because I find when you're playing more fast-paced games, especially on Nuketown, which is a very, very small map, and you're gonna want to use an SMG. And the AK-74 performs amazing on this map, in my opinion. For other people, it might be like other guns. What works for me doesn't necessarily work for everyone. But I'm just trying to bring up the point there. I just drop shot that guy. I'm not much of a drop shotter, and I kind of just switched off topic there. But I absolutely hate drop shooters. Like those guys that'll just be running off like prone and shoot you, and you're just like, well, what the hell? Like I usually don't have trouble fighting them, but just sometimes it's such a cheap kill. But now that you can sprint and dive, I can't resist it. It's so much fun just to be sprinting and then you just dive over on top of someone and just start lighting them up. And at least it's balanced now, because when you dive like that, you can't shoot right away like you can when you drop shot. So I can say it's not necessarily cheap. I mean, because I've had a guy try to do it on me, and I killed him with ease. And I was like, he just landed at my feet dead. And I was like, okay, that's attempt. You can try again later, but you probably won't succeed. Which was the same thing. He tried again later, and again, he did not succeed. But so it really depends on the other player's skill that you're trying to. And so you can see how long it takes to recover from that. You can't just be like shooting instantly. And it looks like it responds a little bit faster, but when you're actually playing the game, you can feel the character on your stick and everything, on your controller. You'll slam into the ground. You can see it vibrate and from the impact, and then you'll be able to shoot. So you can't just like jump in midair, start shooting as you're falling. It's not going to happen. So drop shotting by diving is a little bit harder. And key thing I forgot to mention here. I'm playing the classic team deathmatch, so for those of you guys who are obsessed and loving Call of Duty 4, I absolutely recommend this for you. I mean, I've been playing the regular team deathmatch, like, just standard with the game. Been doing terrible. I've been getting like ratios. Most of the time I'd be negative. It was actually bad. I was not having fun whatsoever, and now that I'm playing the classic, it's just like, I don't know why, but all of a sudden I can just start killing the shit out of people. And these two games I have filmed today are pretty much examples of my decent gameplay in Call of Duty without me having much of a problem. A lot of games I've been playing, I've been doing really bad. This is the first time I'm actually doing okay, so I filmed it, and it just happened to be when I decided to film it. I tried filming some of my matches within theater mode, but I don't really like to, because I find theater mode looks a little bit too slow and laggy. I don't know how to explain that better. Well, here's an example. If you played the game, right, and you watch a final kill cam, for example, and you see, and that was a fail right there. But anyway, if you see how when you shoot someone in the final kill cam, like you're gonna see it right here. Actually, it's gonna pop up in a few seconds. But anyway, it kind of looks more delayed. Like sometimes you'll kill somebody and it looks like your crosshair isn't even over him, or you'll see him running and you're like trying to chase him, and for some reason, even though you were firing fully auto, it shows that your character firing in burst fire, which happens with the FAMAS a lot. I've noticed, I've been watching final kill cams with the FAMAS, and they always fire in burst fire, even though the guy is firing full auto. So it's like, that doesn't make any sense. You know, I don't see why that's happening. So that's what I wanted to bring up, is the fact that in theater mode makes it look like that. So you'll always see, like some kills I'd get, my crosshair or my iron sights won't even be over the target, and he'll still die. And I find that kind of like, you know, takes away from seeing actual gameplay, because you're seeing a record. It doesn't perform as well as Halo Reach should, or it doesn't perform as well as Halo Reach, or like it should. That's what I meant to say. I mean, you look at Halo Reach, and it, like, all my games I filmed were with theater mode, and it looks legit. It looks like I'm actually, that was a live play, but it wasn't. That was just me playing a game. All of a sudden I got a decent game, I went back into theater mode and decided to record it. Here, it's not really the same. Here it's like, you go into theater mode, and it just, the way it plays back, it doesn't seem like as accurate as you were actually moving, because you know how like you spasm a lot, right? You're twitching and you're freaking like, you just the way you spasm and turn in corners, and like, you know, you just freaking zoom in and shoot people all the time. You're always hyper and super active, and like I don't find it captures that as well when it's recorded. So, you know, I've decided I'd try filming 2 games, see if I got lucky with decent matches, which I ended up with these 2, so I had a lot of fun playing them, but they're not amazing, like, something like 100 kills and 0 deaths, but, you know, it's what I was able to do in such a short time with the skills that I don't possess. I mean, normally I'm better at Call of Duty than this, but this game requires such accurate shooting, and sometimes it's just, it doesn't make sense how you'll try shooting someone and they won't die sometimes. So, I mean, there's plenty of moments where I had my brother-in-law actually watching me, and he just, like, we'd be looking at each other like, how the hell is that guy still alive? Like, and, like, there'd be plenty of times where I would run into a room and he'd be right there. He'd turn around and start engaging me, but I was already in the midst of shooting him, but he still kills me. It's, like, it doesn't make any sense how I'm already putting 3 or 4 rounds into him, and he's managed just to turn around and completely take me out, and it's just like, I don't understand. Or like, he'll knife you when you're shooting 3 like Python, like that revolver rounds into his face, which I was actually gonna put that video up originally that had that, but I didn't want to because of the theater mode, like I said. Yeah, which is another example right there about the theater mode. I fired 4 shots off with my Python before that guy stabbed me, about as close as that guy was right there, but picture him lunging at me. And I put 4 rounds into him, and he still killed me. Like, not one hit detection, like, icon thing popped up at all. So I was, like, a little bit confused and disappointed, and then I watched the theater mode, and it shows me I shoot 1 round. In the theater mode, I fire 1 round, and I was like, that did not happen. I clearly pulled the trigger 4 times, and I saw my shots go off 4 times. But in theater mode, it shows that I fired 1, so it's like, that's my point right there. The kind of laggish, not showing you everything kind of annoyed me a bit, but, you know, the multiplayer, again, is fun, right? But give it time, because, you know, a lot of the things you have to do now is purchase items, and unfortunately, you don't get to buy 1 scope and it fits on all weapons. You have to buy a scope for every individual, every attachment. It has to be specific to that gun. So if you want an attachment on, say you want to get a grenade launcher for this gun, you purchase a grenade launcher, it's only for that gun. You can't, like, take that grenade launcher and put it on another one like you can with your perks. Your perks are universal for all your custom classes, but when it's like, you do that for something, for an attachment, it doesn't work. Same with the equipment and the grenades, it works on all classes, but the attachments for some reason is individual to every gun. Which does make sense, because when you were leveling up in Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2 and World at War, that's not how you didn't unlock a red dot for 1 gun all of a sudden get it on every gun, so it does make sense. It's just the fact that you're spending money that's kind of annoying, and you have to unlock it while ranking up too, so it doesn't really, it's kind of annoying, but it fits with the context of the game. And one thing I actually wanted to mention was the perk system, and I mean, personally, I don't really like it. I mean, I've been kind of frustrated with the perk system. I mean, because the 3 main perks I used in Modern Warfare and all the other games I can't. I mean, like normally I'd have 3 different perks lined up in 1, 2, and 3. Well, now those 3 perks I put up are all in one perk system, which is perk 2. And I'm like, well, now I'm screwed, right? Because usually I would use steady aim and sleight of hand pro with having multiple attachments. Well, now I can't do that because I'm stuck with like either having sleight of hand or steady aim or the multiple attachments, which is very annoying because I used to not have that problem. I used to have all those to myself so I can play my that fit my playstyle. Well, now, like I said, I can't. So basically what I've been doing now, since steady aim in my opinion has been not much, I mean, I don't have any need for it. Sleight of hand, I used to use it all the time, but now that I'm just like sleight of hand, reload retarded fast, and if you have like the double clip attachment too, which basically has 2 magazines taped together, then you're gonna be like retarded fast when you reload. So like it's I mean, it's like instant. You just like click, it's in. You're like, okay, but then once you empty the second magazine, then you obviously have to switch it to another magazine, so then that goes back to the regular sleight of hand speed. So you know, it's not really bad. But like I said, I've been using a lot of sleight of hand. Marathon, I've been using that since I don't find Ninja or anything else to me is beneficial in my playstyle. I usually just, like you can see here, I'm just quick run and gun. So I'm not really using any tactic really. But when I am trying to play tactically, I mean, lightweight for my SMG class is what I use, so I move fast. Scavenger is what I use for my main classes, like assault rifles and light machine guns. And pretty much sleight of hand for almost every single class. Steady aim for my sniper and my light machine gun only because... Or wait, no, I think I have sleight of hand on my light machine gun. The only class I use my scavenger for, is probably my assault rifle class, my main one, 'cause I have 2 of them, and my sniper class, just because no scoping is retarded hard in this game. So it's really inaccurate now, so, you know, I kind of use that to compensate. It doesn't really help that much, but it does when someone's coming at you, but, you know, I have a pistol for that, so it's not really a big problem. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Since it is over with that final kill cam there, and my score is going to be posted up in a short second here, and I got a challenge completed back then. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be posting more Black Ops video in the future. Take care.